All right, so we're back home, and as you guys can see, I'm actually trying to. Matter of fact, let me just talk to you guys when I got this opened on the side. So I think I made a video explaining the architecture behind the application that I'm building, and just for you guys to have some context, okay? This application we're building. Let me just go ahead. Let me look for VS Code. I'll go ahead and just run it. So I'm just gonna divide this into two. Gonna have one cd front end. You get on this side. Let's just cd back end as well, and let's run the front end. So I'm just gonna say burn dev for the front end, and for the back end I need to run first docker compose. I need to run docker compose. I need to run that so we can just use our external pg. Okay, that is Postgres. All right, so here I'm just gonna say burn dev because now it's already running. And also I'm going to divide this backend further into Barnex. I'm just going to say Barnex Prisma Studio so you can see what is in our database. All right, so let me just do it like this. So our database, we have a lot of things going on, but that's not our concern. I just want to say open this localhost 3000. Let's see what's going on. So that's the application that I was walking you guys through the entire day, but I think like some people generally don't have an idea on what I'm building, so I just want to take this time to explain to you guys what I'm actually building. So if you've been an OG, you understand that I've been for the longest trying to build an application for selling beats, selling music related stuff, because a music producer, obviously you just got to build something along the lines of, if you're a big football fan, you can go ahead and build an app that is like a match predictor or something, that maybe a database that just takes hold or stores all scores for your favorite team, something like that. I can't speak for you. It's only you to find out what you want to do. So as you can see, I'm a music producer, so everything that I'm going to be coding is music related. So without further ado, let me show you what we have. So this is the current landing. I don't call it landing page, but this is like the home page, right? And I want to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, once the artists or producers jump on my application, straight they're greeted with what they're here to do. Okay, they're here to buy beats or sell beats or whatever. So this is the main interface. You can sell and then sell different licenses. Okay, you can select the premium license, which comes with the WAV file and the MP3. You can also sell the exclusive rights, which you can put any price of your choice. This is just placeholder information. Okay, for now this entire page is not yet functional. Even the search, I haven't yet implemented the elastic search. So I was actually building other things, because you understand sometimes when you just code it, you just wanna start a project and not finish it. But I'm gonna take this time, not this video exactly, but the entire month to finish this entire application, because by the end of October I need to be live at least with at least some good MVP. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Now this is the drum and loop kit section, which is my main point of view, because this is what is going to be the selling point to the producers. This is the selling point to the artists, because producers don't want to buy beats. Obviously they make beats, so they don't want to buy beats, but producers need some things that they can use to make beats with, which is things like drum kits, things like loop kits, and sounds and other stuff that you can create, and then just create an interface to sell to the producers. So this is the page that's going to be only for producers to buy, or they can sell as well. Now let me walk you guys from the dashboard and then bring it all over until where we land here, and the main point of what I was walking through the entire day. So as you can see, this is the dashboard. Well, if you're familiar with ShadCN, right? If I go to ShadCN right now, I can show you something. If you go to ShadCN and then you go to blocks, you see inside the blocks, this is the first thing you see right inside the sidebar, and that's literally the same exact thing that I have here, because I haven't customized anything. But I love this kind of interface, and it just looks professional. So with time, as we keep building the MVP, I'm just gonna go ahead and just make sure these ones will be like the authentic numbers, like for the sales revenue, new customers, and all that stuff. That will come in handy later, but for now I just want to keep it as placeholder, Now that's the dashboard page. We have the upload page, we have the beats page, we have the drum kits, drum loops, loop kits and analytics and all that stuff. I really don't know if we need analytics here because we already have the dashboard page here. Do we really need analytics? I think we need in-depth analytics of like, the total sales and how the sales came about. Yeah, I'll keep just iterating on it. Now, if I come here and just say log out, I'll be prompted into this entire homepage thing. And if I try right now to access the dashboard, you see unauthorized, please log in. And let's go back to the homepage. Now, let me just go ahead and say, alright, I'm going to log in. Since I'm unauthorized, as you can see, I cannot access this page at all because I'm not logged in. So let me go ahead. Alright, let just excuse me. Okay, let me go to the login. Alright, unauthorized. Now you gotta log in. Okay, let me log in. With Google, I implemented Google Auth, also email and password, but I just want the Google Auth to be like the main thing because most people these days have like Gmail accounts. You get, and it's very convenient. You see Google, you just trust the application because Google doesn't allow you to like literally have users. I don't know how I can explain it, but Google just asks the whoever is using your application for that consent in order to use the information in your application. So best believe any user that is logging in with Google, they're already trusting your application. So it is what it is. So as you can see, we are logged in, and thus you can see what's going on there. And if we go to the dashboard now, we are logged in. We can also log out, and yeah. Now let's go to like the upload section. Let's here we haven't yet made this functional, but inside the uploads, the dashboard, we can go to the upload section. Let me try to upload a beat that is let me just a loop kit. Let me call this loop kit. All right, this is kind of disturbing me, but I'm just gonna say this volume 2, and the description, I'm just gonna say this is the new new loop kit. All right, something like that, new loop kit. And the price for this one, I'm just gonna say this is like 30. This is $30. Now this looks as if it's $3,000, but no, this is $30 because it's in cents, right? The smaller currency, the smallest currency of the dollar, which is the cents, right? So it will, in the front end, we shall later just round it off, or maybe send it to fix two values, okay, two decimal places. So we shall have to just move like from 30, from 3,000 we go to 300, then we go to $30. So it will be 30 dot 30 period 00, something like that. All right, let's go ahead and select an image. Yeah, I think that's some music or whatever, audio. So I'm just gonna go here and select hearing sounds. Then I'm just gonna go to, let's say, downloads. Here I could select this image, or maybe there's some cool image here. Okay, I could take the drum kit as well. Now I'm going to open the inspector just right here so I can show you like we're making some good network call. Not really network call, but the console, so I can show you something. Now let's go to S3 bucket as well. Now for now, as you guys can see, we have hearing sounds, and then we got Drake here. This that represents Drake and whatever that I had previewed here earlier. But for now, let's just go ahead and select upload. Let's see what happens. So as you can see, we have a pre-signed URL kit uploaded successfully. It is super fast, but there are some things I need to explain to you guys as well. As you can see, this is our backend. So the backend gives us a pre-signed URL. What is a pre-signed URL? So your backend gives it a signature, says, hey, this is a URL that you gotta use, okay? But I have a stamp on it, which means I am entrusting you with this URL to go ahead and use it to upload directly to S3 bucket, rather than having to send me in the backend and then I have to again send it to S3 bucket. No. Here's my permission. Here's my card. Go ahead and just open that door using my card and return my ID to me. All right. So that's the main point of pre-signed URL. So the pre-signed URLs allows you or gives you access for a given time. Like a pre-signed URL could be something that is like, okay, for the 30-minute window starting from now, you have access to use my card, right? But after 30 minutes, my card will have already expired, so you won't use it anymore. So that's the point of the pre-signed URLs. So how we get pre-signed URLs from our backend. and then after that we use the same exact pre-signed URL alongside our payload that we are sending, which is the audio URL, and not the audio URL but the actual audio itself and the image itself. So two media files, we send them directly to S3 bucket. Now as you can see, we have two here. If I go ahead and just refresh this, you'll notice we shall have now four, right? So we have four. Now we have this hearing sounds, which is the second beat. This is exact same beat though, but yeah, that's a mistake that I made. Like putting the same exact beat, would have used a different one, but nonetheless, it's still, you guys can see the point of what I'm trying to talk about. So you can see we have four. Now if I go ahead and just refresh this, if I go ahead and refresh this, you can see, oh, then we have two kits now. We have loophole volume 1 and we have loophole volume 2. So all right, let's go ahead inside our drum and loop kits. Let me just refresh that. You'll see, boom, there was some little delay because we had to go to the backend and say, hey, do you have this audio URL? Now what happens inside our S3 bucket here, we have the AWS, we have the audio itself that we sent to a AWS S3 bucket, and also the image, right, that we used our previous pre-signed URL that we got from our backend, and then the two audio and the image itself, right, we sent them directly to S3 bucket. And then after that we registered their URLs. If I click this right now, right, you see there's a URL here, there's an object URL. So this exact object URL is stored in our database, and that is what we have here. If I could just scroll, I think it's a shift. All right, so you can see, oh, we have an audio URL here, and we have the two audio URLs, and we have the two image URLs, which are the exact things that we have inside our S3 bucket. So that means, hey, you have access to, you have permission to access those images. You get it? And we are storing those URLs in our database. So that is it. That's just as simple as that. And then here our backend is calling. We're making a backend call and say, hey, do you have this audio URL? Yeah, I can see the audio URL right now, but it's literally there. If I was to just add something, like, let me go to the beat section, I'll show you. If I'm to just add display button like this, you guys will notice, like, oh shit, we have actually the beat itself, right? But it's not playing for now because I did not include that, because obviously this is a drum kit. I don't really need that right there. I don't know, I think in future I might add it, but that is it for this. And then another thing I have to pay attention to is this little bug. As you can see, this button is literally like off centered, right? It is not, they're not proportional to each other. All right, this is add to card is literally down, and this is up. It just looks funny, but that's a little UI bug that I'm not concerned about right now. I will keep improving the UI, obviously. But the main thing here to talk about is editing, right? For the longest, I had a problem trying to like include editing in the back end. I was okay with it. I was okay with adding like the CRUD applications, obviously. But when it comes to you now using the CRUD applications on the front end, sometimes it gets super hard. So as you can see, we have the create, read, update, delete, and let me go to the routes so I can show you. All right, inside the routes, you can see we have the get. We have both get, right? You can get all the kits. You can get a kit by an ID. You can create a kit, and you can update a kit, and you can delete a kit. Now, updating and deleting a kit, it was kind of hard for me to like wrap my head around on the front end, because I had already created the API, but implementing it on the front end really gave me some hard time. But that's the thing that I was fixing today, like I showed you guys in the video. I don't know if you guys saw it already, but it's all good. So as you can see, I have this model that pops up. Let me just close this because you guys have already seen what I was trying to demonstrate. So as you can see, I'm trying to now edit this loophole because I want to use this same exact description. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and say, okay, I really don't like this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and edit. So I'm gonna go to like the description, and I'm just gonna say, okay, cool, that is that. Now this is like 30,000, 300,000. It has just added insane stuff. So okay, I actually need this to be let me say 29.99. okay, I'm just gonna put it as 29.99. so it's going to be 29.99, which is $29.99. Now let's go ahead and say save. As you can see, this look good now, and we've actually made a backend a network call, but it was super fast. You guys didn't see it, okay, but we updated, and that's it. We could change this to something else. Let me just say I'm just gonna say video, okay. this should we need to update this to like video. I'm just gonna say video, although video don't make sense, right? I'm just gonna call this video, or maybe YouTube, something like that. Then I'm just gonna save it. Boom, it just shows you the updated results straightforward. Okay, so that's mainly the most important thing that I was working on today, the entire day. Actually, not the entire day, like some from like 4 p.m. up to like maybe 7 or 8 some. Yeah, so that's basically it. And the next thing that I'll be implementing is adding this share, where you can share, you can literally share the URL, but it's going to be a shortened URL. Okay, so I'll have to teach myself how to understand URL shortener, or perhaps I'll have to build an entire URL shortener application or whatever. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. So what will happen to the share? Once we click the share, we shall have a toast saying, hey, you've just shared this and whatever. And then you can go ahead and send it to an artist or producer and say, hey man, could you buy this exact look kit? Or maybe, let's say I have a YouTube channel. Obviously I have another YouTube channel for music. I could use that and say, hey boys, if you guys want to cop, or if you guys want to buy the songs that I've used in this video, you guys can go ahead and use this code or whatever. So you guys get the point. Now the next thing that I'll be implementing is just adding a payment method, like from here, adding to cart. Now adding to cart doesn't work for now, but it kind of works on this, right, where you can add to cart. As you can see, then we go to the cart. Notice the number is not adjusting or anything. It's still a placeholder, and there's some bug here, like literally. I'll have to figure that out for now. So after that, you click checkout, and then you're redirected to like Dodo payments, because that's the payment method that I want to use. Once you're redirected to Dodo payments will handle the entire payment flow, and then will just return to us a webhook saying, hey, the person has paid. So go ahead and send them the beat, or send them the drum kit or the loop kit that they've bought from you. So we shall use resend, which is like a SMS or messaging platform or whatever. We can just send them an email to whoever bought it using the email, right? And then boom, that is it. That's basically the entire application. So I don't know if I explained it clearly, but you guys get the point. At the end of the day, my boys, I appreciate you guys for watching. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for tonight or today's video or whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna call it quits now. See you guys on the other side, man. If you guys have any questions, leave it down below. So it's all love, man. Subscribe if you want to. Let's get it.